The Yeshiva University Maccabees tonight play their first game in well over a month, and tonight they take on a Skyline Conference opponent, Merchant Marine. Hi again, everyone. I'm Daniel Melool alongside Charlie Bendheim, and this is the Better Image Contracting pregame show. Charlie, my partner in crime, I'm very excited to be back in the Max Stern Athletic Center. More so, I'm excited to be alongside you.
I appreciate that, Daniel. It's great to be back with you as well. It's great to be back.
We're going to have a great evening tonight, so let's get into it. The Macs are back here in Washington Heights ever since being dealt their first loss in over 2 years by the Illinois Wesleyan Titans, and ever since they returned from the break, they have had 2 road games. How have they fared so far?
Well, so far so good for the Macs, and it started on the defensive end of the basketball. They've been very tenacious on defense, holding both teams up to under 50 points, and that's where it starts. On a team so offensively high-powered, it's going to start on the defensive end, and then we're going to go from there. So the Macs so far so good.
Fantastic. Glad to hear that they're playing well on the defensive end. And of course, they haven't relented on the offensive end. Who's been stepping up in that regard?
Oren Batesh, the sophomore, he's been exceptional so far, especially in his time back. He went 4 or 5 last game, tying his career high with 12 points. And you know what? With a team that's so good offensively, as I was saying before, it takes a lot of time for some of these guys to find their footing. And Oren's now done that, and he's been a very important part to this YU team.
Glad to hear a young player like Oren Batesh becoming more of a threat and more of a contributor to this Macs team. Now let's talk about the opponent tonight, Merchant Marine. This is a team that the Macs know quite well. Whoa, we're good. There's a team the Macs know quite well. They played them in the 2020 Skyline Conference quarterfinal. They played them last year in the shortened season, and since then they've improved. They've become one of the best teams in this Skyline Conference. Tell us more about them.
Yeah, well, right now in conference they play 10 games. They're 7-3. If the season ended today, they'd be the 2 seed behind YU. So they're a good, young, hungry team, tenacious on defense, scary, little under the radar offensively because they're so young, but they're getting better as the season goes on, and they're a team to be reckoned with, honestly. And YU has to play good basketball tonight if they want to come out on top.
Sounds like the Macs have a challenge waiting for them. And on that, who are some of the players that we should watch out for Merchant Marine?
It's Bryce Bristow. He's a sophomore, he's a guard. He's such a good player. The coach of the other team said he was a leader, but he doesn't talk a lot because he leads with his actions. He plays that hard-nosed basketball that they like to play, and he's really, really aggressive on the defensive end. He's averaging more than 12 points a game still on the offensive end, but he's a leader by action, by trait, not even if he's talking so much, and he's just a good player, someone to watch out for.
Let's see if he can maybe carry his team to victory tonight. All right, Charlie, let's close with the 3 keys to the game. The Macs have a loss on their record, but in Skyline Conference play, they're still undefeated. What do they need to do tonight to maintain that?
Well, as I was saying before, it's going to start on the defensive end, right? They're going to have to keep on playing that defense that they've been playing since the break, holding teams under 50 points. Maybe not that good, but they're going to have to be tenacious and aggressive. They've been averaging 18.5 turnovers a game, forcing that many, and holding teams to under 31% shooting from the field. And if they keep that up, they'll be in good shape. They also have to keep on playing their very diverse style offense now. Before the break, they were shooting a lot of threes. Now, not as many. In the last three of the last 4 games, they've scored under 5 threes a game, and they're still putting up crazy offensive numbers. It shows you how versatile they are offensively, and if they keep on doing that, they'll keep on finding that kind of success, and the threes will also start coming, start falling. Finally, they're going to have to be good against Merchants defensively in terms of shutting down the 3. When Merchant wins this year, well, they've lost 7 times this year, and every time they've lost, they've scored under 35. They shot under 35% from 3. So protecting that 3-point line for the Macs is going to be vital if they want to win this game tonight.
All right. So we have keep up the defense. Don't take your foot off the gas on that very versatile offense, and protect the 3. It sounds like a plan. Let's see if the Macs can do it. There you have it, everyone. That is our Better Image Contracting pregame show with our keys to the game. You don't want to miss this, so don't go anywhere. We have national anthems and tip-off coming up after this.
Looking to move to a new Jewish community? With so many places to choose from, where do you start? The OU Community Fair has you covered. Take a virtual road trip to over 60 communities in 22 states spanning the U.S. and Israel. Gather all the information you need in just a few short hours. Join us on February 13th and register at ou.org/fair.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, founder and chairman of Leket Israel, YC Class of 96. It's citrus season in Israel. We need to rescue millions of pounds of these citrus fruit to feed the needy just over the next few months. So please give us a hand. Help the winning team, Leket Israel, and the other winning team. Go Max!
For Kennedy, but taken back by Langford. Given to Terrell. Terrell! That's right, Terrell, 2 more!
And welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. Once again, I am Daniel Melool alongside Charlie Bendheim. Charlie, how are you?
Oh, I am doing fantastic. It's great to be back after that break.
Absolutely. And you know what? You can feel the energy in this gym right now. This gym is packed. Fans are excited. We have a great game ahead of us. Before we get into it, we're going to do the national anthems. And welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. You just heard national anthems. We are getting ready to announce the starting lineups, and they are brought to you by the Yeshiva University Office of Admissions. As you start your college journey, make sure you visit us online to check out all the great virtual events and opportunities we have for YU students and how you too can be a Maccabee. Charlie, we talked in the pregame about this tough Merchant Marine team. Who do we have in their starting five?
Well, it's going to start with the freshman guard, Isaac Wenzel. Then it goes to the freshman guard again, Cody Robinson. Again, a very young team. Senior center, Blaine Mcdonough. Sophomore forward, Joshua Kaufman. And then that person that we spoke about in the pregame, Bryce Bristow, the sophomore guard.
Absolutely. And Bristow, of course, is going to be a tough person for this Max team to handle. And talk about Cody Robinson for a second. Cody Robinson, actually, we spoke with Coach Pryor before this game, and he was telling us how they actually call him Cody Bryant. He hit the game winner against Manhattanville, and since then he's earned the nickname of Cody Bryant. It's quite incredible.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's a scorer, true to his name and his namesake. He's just, this whole entire team, young, hungry, tenacious. It's a team that YU cannot take lightly, especially off the bat here coming out.
Absolutely. And back to Bryce Bristow, you mentioned before. Right, he leads by example, and he's a solid defender. And tough defenders are what YU needs to face right now, especially with that very versatile offense that we spoke about. A good defender like him can really be a monkey wrench for this Max offense.
Yeah, against Illinois Wesleyan, the YU1 loss, they were shut down. They didn't hit a three in the first half. They barely hit a three in the second half. They need to play teams like this with hard defense so they can practice their offense and get better as the season goes on, because ultimately the goal for YU to win a national championship, or as we like to call it in the business, a natty. So that's what they're going to be playing towards.
Yes, absolutely. And, of course, we talk about Blaine Mcdonough, the senior captain. This man is a player that the Macs know quite well. He's had to step into a new role, being the veteran senior now. Talk about him a little bit.
Yeah, he's big off the court. He does a lot off the court to help this team. He leads the gym workouts. He does everything like that. He's one of 3 captains and 3 seniors on this team, and they're a young team, so they look up to him for a lot of guidance on and off the court. And he's a good all-around ball player. He brings some size to this team. He brings, again, that physicality. So he'll be someone to watch this game.
Absolutely. So there you have it for Merchant Marine. And now turning to the Maccabees. Who are we going to see tonight?
Well, the Macs are going to go with their traditional starting 5. They're going to have Gabe Leifer. They're going to have Ofek Reef. They're going to have Ryan Terrell. They're going to have Eitan Halpert. And they're going to have Jordan Armstrong. Just an all-around good offensive lineup. They're looking to get better every single game. They've been good defensively of late. Haven't been shooting as well, but they've been getting inside in the paint, and they've been playing good basketball. They're going to look to continue that over here. And a few storylines to look out for tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you for leading into that. 1, Ryan Terrell is just 21 points away from becoming the all-time scorer in Max history. The current record is 1,851 points, owned by Yossi Gev. Let's see if Ryan can make history tonight. And by the way, there's another one tonight. Tell us the other one.
Yeah, Gabe Leifer's 20 points away from scoring 1,500 in his Max career. He'd be the 7th all-time player to do that. Gabe Leifer's been a staple for this team now for many, many years, and everyone is rooting for him to get that tonight.
Absolutely, and a fun fact, people, Gabe Leifer scored his 1,000th point against Merchant Marine back in 2020, and I believe that was also in February, so there's something in the air, a bit of deja vu going on. Let's see if they can make that repeat happen.
Yeah, and the energy in the building right now is palpable. The place is packed, everyone's back. It's a good time.
Absolutely, and we spoke to Coach Pryor, and we asked him about what he thought about being back with fans, and he had an interesting comment to say. Tell us about that.
Yeah, he said that he was watching Kansas versus Kentucky, and they were talking about Allen Fieldhouse, right? That's where Kansas plays their basketball. And he said, the coach, that although the Kansas gym is considered the toughest, he would disagree, and he thinks that the Max Stern Athletic Center is the hardest place to play in the world, in the whole entire world.
Wow, what a statement from Coach Pryor. Wow.
And you know what? I attribute a lot of that to Ryan Terrell's mom. She really hypes up the crowd.
Oh,
she's hyping them up right now, and I'm getting into it.
Absolutely. Mama Terrell is a staple of this team as well. Let's not forget her.
All right, here we go.
It looks like we are set. Let's do it here in Washington Heights. Looks like we'll have Armstrong and McDonough. And tip-off is won by Merchant Marine. Here comes Josh Kaufman. Now Wenzel calls the play. Chance of defense from the crowd. McDonough has it against Armstrong. Gives for Cody Robinson. Kicks inside, kicks to the corner. Now Wenzel. Kicks it back to McDonough, back to Kaufman on the wing. Looks to take it inside. Nearly lost it. McDonough recovers. 7 on the shot clock. Kaufman puts it up. Can't hit it. Ball still loose. Goes out of bounds. The Max will control.
Yeah, first possession of the game right there. A couple dribble handoffs by Merchant. YU did a good job. Biggs helping. Terrell sliding his feet well in the lane.
And here come the Max. First time they've been on this gym in a while. Looking to rewrite what the last time was not a result they wanted in their loss against Illinois Wesleyan. Let's see if they can do that. Terrell takes it inside. Now fakes. Looks for his options. Kicks it back to Leifer, who gives it right back down to Terrell. 8 on the shot clock. Terrell now puts up the jumper. And it goes down. 2 points closer to the record.
Yeah, that's a bit of a mismatch right there. Bryce Bristow playing defense on Terrell. And I know we spoke about his tenacious defense, Bristow, but Terrell's just so much taller, and he'll be able to rise and take that shot all night long.
And he's going to want to keep taking that in this historic night as a foul is called on Eitan Halpert.
It's going to be interesting to see how YU starts this game. Throughout the year, they've been pretty so-so on their first half play, trying to turn over a new leaf now in the second half of the season here.
It's almost March, so it's time to turn up the heat. Yeah, Bristow brings it back out.
Oh, Terrell really playing tenacious
and
defensively.
Good defense there by Leifer. Tipped it away and now steals it. And here come the Max the other way. Halpert feeds Leifer. Leifer swings to Terrell. Terrell gives for Halpert. Now back to Gabe at the top of the key. Max swinging around the perimeter here. Now Armstrong has the top guard by Kaufman. Gives for Leifer. 5 on the shot clock. Max got to put it up. Terrell, fake the shot at first. Now looks to put it up. It goes, but it's going to be a shot clock violation. Good defense by Merchant Marine.
Yeah, a little timid and indecisive there. Ofek Reef early on in the possession was cutting to the basket. He was open for a half a second. The pass wasn't made. And then good defense there by Merchant. 30-second shot clock violation as it is here in college. And it seems like either there was a timeout or something spilled on the court.
Yeah, it looks like we are cleaning it up now, so hopefully we get that done.
But out of the gate so far, I'm impressed with YU's defense. Ryan Terrell specifically, we talk about him so much on the offensive end, especially with how much is riding on these next 19 points at this point. But moved his feet well. Armstrong helped on a switch. Leifer grabbed a steal, and everyone seems to be playing with a lot of energy to start the game.
Absolutely, and listen, the defense is probably where the Max needed the work. The offense, as we know, they put up a lot of points a game, and when they don't even score 100, the fans get surprised. It's really the defense where the Max needed improvement, and it looks like they are so far continuing that rise on the defensive end.
And here YU comes with the full court press. They did it last game. Coach Diamond said that they were going to stick to it a little bit. Wasn't the greatest of full court presses, though.
See if McDonough drives in, lays it up, can't get it to go. Armstrong secures that rebound.
Great help there by Halpert. Armstrong got beat. Halpert helped him out.
Leifer working down low, feeds Ofek Reef, and he lays it in. What a find by Leifer, the dish machine.
Yeah, lots could be made about his scoring tonight, but obviously the best part of his game is probably his assists, as evident from right there.
Alvin has it at the wing. Now looks to take it inside. Kicks it back out. Vincel fake the 3 at first. Now puts it up. Can't get it to go. Ball's loose, and it's controlled by Terrell. Terrell. Oh, good defense there by Cody Robinson. Take it right back. Now Kaufman looks to drive in, lays it up, gets it in off the high glass. Great take there by Josh Kaufman.
Kaufman does it himself, steal and score. Nice active hands on defense, preventing the break from Terrell, who was looking for Reef on the fast break.
Armstrong has it down low. Now feeds it back for Leifer. Over to Terrell on the wing. Aggressive defense by Bristow. Back for Leifer. Now Leifer will try the 3. Puts it in! Yes, sir! Give Gabe Leifer 3.
17 points away now from 1,500.
People are keeping close eyes on number 4 and number 11.
And rightfully so. Now Bristow has it. Guarded by Terrell, gives it back for Robinson. Robinson faked the shot, gave it over to Wenzel. Wenzel takes it in. Nearly lost it there. Kicks it back to McDonough. McDonough puts up the jumper. It doesn't fall, and the rebound is secured by Gabe Leifer. And here comes Ryan Terrell.
Doesn't seem like McDonough gets a lot of threes up. Form wasn't the most beautiful of things.
Now Halpert tries a three. It's good! Eitan Halpert from downtown. And of course, Coach Pryor doesn't like what he sees. The Max offense thriving early. He's going to call timeout, see if he could sort things out here.
And the center is absolutely buzzing right now.
And rightfully so. The last time these fans were here, the Max unfortunately suffered their first loss in over 2 years, and that left an impact on them. They're looking to rewrite that. And for more on that, we're going to kick it to our sideline reporter, S.J. Tannenbaum. S.J., please take it away.
Thanks, guys. The last time the Max were here at home, they were beaten soundly by an Illinois Wesleyan team that outclassed them. Even though losing the streak was tough, the Max saw it as an opportunity to grow. Coach Steinmetz praised the team leadership and said that it's not so bad they lost the streak, because at least now they have that extra level of passion going forward. However, that level of urgency will have to be forward, as players will have to learn to not commit technical fouls in big spots. Coach Steinmetz said, we are not mentally tough yet. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you very much, SJ.
Yeah, you know, YU plays with a lot of heart, and sometimes that translates to technical fouls, and you got to be careful. You got to keep your emotions in check. As that ball stolen right there. Ooh, a little behind the back dish.
And here comes Ryan Terrell. Nice defense there by Cody Robinson. It looks like Terrell is going to head to the line. Yes, so it'll be 2 shots for Ryan Terrell. He's eager to get to that record, and of course Merchant Marine is eager to not let him score at all.
Yeah, the fans were getting ready for takeoff right there. Kaufman had other plans, and it was a nice play to get back. Foul him on the actual shot, so it's not a clear path foul. It's just going to be regular 2 shots, and Terrell misses the first.
You don't see that very often. Terrell's usually good from the free throw line. But on that, free throws have been sort of an issue for this Max team throughout. You know, sometimes they shoot 50% of the time, they shoot 60%, but if you want to be a top team in the country, you're going to have to shoot at least 90. See if Terrell can correct on the second opportunity, and he does. That gives him 3 now. 18 more to go till the record. Kaufman faked the shot, now looks to take it in. Fed it to McDonough down low. He traveled. Great defense by the Max. They will take it the other way.
Yeah, the Max have to stop jumping on those pump fakes, though. That's the 4th time it happened. We're only 4.5 minutes into the game. As Lasko's in the game now, but yeah, luckily for YU, Merchant hasn't really been capitalizing as Terrell lines up a triple.
Doesn't go. And McDonough secures that board.
But staying on your feet. YU's going to have to work on that.
Robinson pops a 3. Doesn't go. Ball's loose. And Gabe Leifer rushes to secure it. Leifer waits for help. Now gives for Halpert. Halpert feed it to Terrell down low. Terrell working. Puts it up. And it falls for him. Give Terrell 2 more.
Nice find there by Leifer. Defender's back was towards him, so he just threw it over his head. Wasn't bad defense, just unaware defense.
Especially against an extremely offensive powerhouse like Terrell. Talfa puts that up and drains the 3.
Not a lot of traditional forms right now on Merchant, but if it fits, it ships.
That's right. Leifer working down low, goes up against McDonough, and he puts it in. And nice sportsmanship there by Bryce Bristow to pick up the yarmulke off the floor.
Yeah, you always like to see it. More than a game of basketball, obviously. These are very respectable young men on both sides.
Shot is up and no good from DeMarcus Spivey, who just checked in. Terrell leads the break, gives for Lasko. Lasko thought about the 3, but passed on it, and gives back for Terrell. Terrell waits for Halpert to come back, and he does. Leifer has it down low again. Puts it up. Another easy 2. He's been a beast down low thus far.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mismatch. Leifer just too strong down low.
Another 3 there from Kaufman. Does not go that time. Scramble for the ball, and Bristow couldn't save it. It'll go back the other way.
Yeah, and Leifer and Terrell both had 5 points, keeping an eye on that. And we got a timeout here by Merchant.
Timeout is called. There's a lot of energy in this gym. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
At the PMR Center, we strive to find the right physical therapy and hand therapy program for you. PM&R, the proud sponsor of Yeshiva University Athletics. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, YU class of 1996, founder and chairman of Leket Israel. The skies are reopening, so come and volunteer with us in Israel as soon as you make it here. Please also consider supporting us as you think about your charity. And of course, go Max!
And welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. The Max are so in control right now. They're up 17-5, a little less than halfway through this first half. Charlie, wow, what a performance to come back on the home.
Yeah, they're playing really well right now, the Max, to start off this game. And we spoke to Coach Elliott a little bit before the game, and we'll get into a lot of what he said, but something that he focused on is after the IWU loss, YU has been much more focused in practice, and it shows here. They're playing a nice, clean, crisp basketball, not timid, defensively helping each other out, moving their feet. And it shows here in the first 6.5 minutes of this game. Home game, full capacity crowd.
Absolutely. It looks like we had some subs checked in. Number 34, Jack Booker checking in for Merchant Marine along with number 10, Gavin Green. Terrell can't hit that time. The ball goes out of bounds. Oh, looks like we're going to get a foul called. Yes.
Yeah, over the top there. Zucker, nice job boxing out.
Yes, great job by Matan Zucker, who just checked back in, and Ofek Reef, who checked back in as well. Now Zucker has it. Kicks it back for Ethan Lasko. Back for Ofek Reef. And intercepted by Gavin Green. He'll stop and pop. Can't hit. But good rebound by McDonough. Gives it back for Booker.
This Merchant team is not scared to shoot the 3 ball.
We talked about in the pregame, they can be a 3-point nightmare. And so far they're not hitting yet, but eventually if they keep getting those open looks, they will fall. The Max cannot take their foot off the pedal yet. And now Green attempts it from the corner. That one doesn't go. Terrell secures the easy board.
And if you're Merchant, you're going to have to start hitting these open looks. I mean, you're only at 5 points. And YU tends to put up a bunch.
Armstrong has it at the wing. Looking for help. Gives for Terrell at the top, guarded by Booker. Now Lasko has it. 5 on the shot clock. Terrell takes it in. Kick to Armstrong. Armstrong puts it up and gets it to fall.
A lot of slipping on this court right now as we see another one. What is going on here?
The refs want to stop that immediately and get this cleaned up. But yes, you saw Terrell go down and you saw Green go down right after him. Definitely need to clear that up, so hopefully we can get that done.
It's very dangerous for these players. But on that last offensive possession right there, as you see the replay, Ryan Terrell, his first step is so quick. I'd like to see him do that a little more often. Just take that ball and take it inside. I know YU, Coach Diamonds, preaches movement, but you can open a lot of things up if you have your best players take the ball inside, and don't be scared to pass, because everyone on this team could score, and Jordan Armstrong shows you right there his ability to finish inside. A nice play by Ryan Terrell.
Absolutely, and that's what makes this Max offense so dangerous, having so many weapons to choose from. This arsenal is just unlimited, and even if you put all your defense on one guy, you have 4 other guys to worry about, as we just saw there. We've had a bunch of different scores tonight. So far we have 5 different players who have been on the board now, and definitely if the Max can keep that going and keep this versatile offense that we spoke about in the pregame show going, they are going to win this game running away with ease.
Yeah, and for a lot of these teams, a lot of these good offensive teams, in order to get them going, it's going to have to start on the defensive end, because you move your feet, you get the blood pumping on defense. It allows you to move the ball more on offense, create better looks for yourself. Everyone knows the talent is there. Even the work ethic is there, but sometimes it's a little sloppy. It starts on defense, cleaning up some things on defense, which YU has clearly done so far, and that is translated to a 19-5 lead here early on.
And we looks like we have everything cleared up. Play resumes. And the Max are back in that press. Here comes Spivey, guarded by Lasko. Spivey gives for number 20, Isaiah Nix, who just checked in. Back for Spivey. Now Nix has it. Gives for Booker. Booker thought about popping it, passed on it, gives it down low. No good, but a foul is going to be called, and it looks like Isaiah Nix is going to go to the line for 2 shots.
Helper didn't like the call, but he was laid over there with the help. Just a body foul. You're just going to see the replay over here. Flies in, body on body in the restricted zone. That'll get called every time. Good call.
And you can see Halpert over there discussing it with Coach Steinmetz. We talked about becoming mentally tough, and Coach Steinmetz probably giving Halpert some words about how we need to keep the composure here. We're up 19-6 right now. There's no reason to get worked up. There's still plenty of time in this game. Right now the Macs look like to be in control. Don't let the calls get to you. Just keep playing.
Yeah, it's a contact sport. Calls are going to be made. You're going to be upset. You're going to be happy. You just got to stick with it. Stay in it and play hard.
Nix hits both. Macs now lead by 12. Reef has at the wing. Right by Spivey. Gives for Lasko at the top. Swing to Terrell. Terrell, Booker's all over him. Now Leifer has it. It goes to Reef. Baton Zucker working down low. Kicked it out to Terrell. Terrell with Booker on him. Terrell pops the 3, and he buries that. Nothing but net for Ryan Terrell. That gives him 8 total.
I'm going to be 100% honest with you, Melool. He's really good at basketball.
Our executive director, Akiva Poppers, likes to say he's an assassin, and he showed it there. Aggressive defense by Terrell and Gavin Green. Green looking, can't find anyone. Look at this. And finally gets it back out.
I thought that might have been 5 seconds.
Nix has it down low. Swarming defense, and it's taken away by Gabe Leifer. Here comes Ethan Lasko leading the break. Lasko looks to take it inside, lays it up. Can't get it to go, but he got fouled. He'll head to the line for 2.
And it's so impressive how quickly the Macs break. Defense leads to offense. Nice play by Lasko, taking it hard himself. Oftentimes people tend to pass it up. I'd like the play. Just take it yourself. Get to the rim. Best case scenario and one. Worst case scenario, you're heading to the line.
Ethan Lasko, the Division I transfer, showing off his talent right there as he hits the first. And by the way, did you know, people, that 92% of our viewers from that game against Illinois Wesleyan were not subscribed to Max Live on YouTube? Help support our efforts to put out quality broadcasts and take 3 seconds to subscribe. Looks like we have Bryce Bristow checking back in for Bomb Boy. See if Bristow can get things going here with his team. Down 24-7 here halfway through the first. Aggressive defense by Reef, a little too aggressive, and he's called for the foul.
Coach Diamond's telling Reef to keep his hands low. Don't go reaching for that basketball. You can apply pressure without going for a steal. You're just trying to speed up an offense.
And of course, very importantly, to keep his cool. Didn't like the call, but just get back into it. Here comes Spivey. Nice defense by Lasko. And here's Green, guarded by Oren Batesh, who just checked in. Now Booker off a screen, feeds it back to Green. Spivey in the corner, gets it to Nix down low. Nix working against Leifer, throws it up, doesn't go, and Terrell steals that board. Terrell feeds Reef. Reef takes it in against Booker, puts it up, can't get it to fall. But almost taken away there from Lasko, but Merchant Marine secures it. Here comes Bristow, feeds it to Nix down low. Back out to Bristow. Swarming defense by Terrell and Leifer. Now Spivey puts up the corner shot, doesn't go. Ball still loose, Booker comes away with it. Poked away by Gabe Leifer. Now the shot is up and no good there from Jack Booker. So the Macs will take it. Wow, what swarming defense over here. Macs giving up nothing.
Yeah, Merchant looked a little out of sync on that possession. A lot happening. Shot off the backboard. 2 shots were put up. None of them hit the rim. Seems like YU is really forcing this Merchant team to speed up their offense.
And they like to play a slow tempo, so speeding it up is definitely going to throw them off.
Yeah, that's why Coach Diamonds goes into the press, I think. You don't see so much pressure on the ball, but it forces the point guard to come up with a little more speed, and things get a little out of sync quicker that way.
Absolutely. It looks like we have some subs here. Looks like McDonough checks back in, and Gavin Green will take a seat.
And Markovich is on for the Max.
Looks like he checked in for Lasko. Terrell has it, guarded by Bristow. Terrell goes to work down low. Now puts it up with 2 defenders on him. Doesn't get it to go, but he got fouled. He'll head to the line for 2 more.
Yeah, he got doubled there. A little bit of a bailout. Correct call, but didn't have to foul there if you were Merchant. You had him locked up pretty good.
Isaac Wenzel eager to stop Terrell, knowing that he can be an assassin on the court. Wanted to give his teammates some extra help as Terrell heads to the line for 2. And he sinks the first. That's 9. Just 12 more to go. It is, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And it looks like Reef is going to take a seat. Eitan Halpert is going to check back in for the Max. Terrell is at the line for his second. And that one goes. Rattled around, but it goes. And the Max immediately get into that press. Robinson looking, can't find anyone. Nearly stolen away. Impressive defense by D. Markovich.
Yeah, and Ryan Terrell yelling out praises for the 27-year-old Markovich.
And play goes. And Robinson looking, finally gets it in to Isaac Wenzel. He rushes it up the court. He fell, and Halpert is going to be called for the foul, and he does not like that call.
Now, I don't know about the rule 100%, but I'm pretty sure that they should not have been able, that the Merchant Marines should not have been able to run baseline on that play there. The ball was hit out of bounds, so it should have been from a set position under the hoop. Anyways, the play's in the past, but I don't think they should have been able to run baseline.
And it looks like Halpert took a seat, and Jordan Armstrong checked back in. Bristow faked the shot. Now looks to take it in. Kicked it back to McDonough. McDonough works against Terrell, throws it up, and gets it to go. Strong take by Blaine Mcdonough.
Yeah, nice finish there with the right high off glass. Terrell played pretty solid defense. It was just better offense.
Markovich tried to get it to Terrell. A kickball is called. Max will keep it, and the shot clock will reset. That gives Max an extra 20.
Yeah, players are getting pretty frustrated here. This right corner, right where Markovich is standing right now, is giving players issues in terms of traction. Something to look out for. I don't know how much there's to do about it. Ooh, another slip.
Isaac Wenzel fell. Looks like he's okay. He got up. Leifer passed on the 3. Gives it to Terrell. That one doesn't go, but nice rebound by Jordan Armstrong. Kicks it back for Markovich. He'll try the 3. In and out. And Armstrong tapped it back out to get it to Markovich. He fell. It looks like he's okay, but again, players slipping again. Probably has something to do with the weather. It did snow here in New York, and the snow is still on the ground, and it's melting, but that leaves it very wet. So you have all the fans coming in, leaves a wet floor, so we'll have to do a lot of maintenance on these floors tonight.
It's actually a really good observation.
I try. It's my job.
Yeah.
McDonough has it. Now looks to take it in against Armstrong. Floats it back up. Can't get it to go. Leifer secures that board. And the out pass. Here comes Terrell. And he throws it down. Isaac Wenzel was on him, and that didn't matter.
And they're going to stop this game right now because it's wet. And I think if you're YU, you're going to have to stop allowing fans to walk in during the game. You're going to have to
absolutely
allow this place to dry out a little bit.
Certainly, we have a stoppage here, and rightfully so. This is dangerous. These slips can really cause very bad injuries, possibly season-ending, hopefully not life-ending, but these are very key moments here to get this sorted out, and good job on the refs just stopping the game. You could see them talking to Greg Fox right now, trying to work something out. This has been a good game. We don't want anyone to get hurt, and perhaps YU will have to stop allowing fans to walk in and out for the time being until they could sort this.
Yeah, so much of basketball is played above the rim, especially with YU, a high-flying offense. Yeah, you got to ensure that when these players land, they're safe. I don't want to make this about me, Melool, but I've once hurt my ankle playing basketball. Some say it's why I'm not on the team right now. So Definitely something to be very cautious about. But now back to the game. Right there, you saw Ryan Terrell finish with the slam. And what he did was there was a defender on his back, but he allowed the defender to run past him, finished two-handed at the rim. Always exciting to see a Max player throw it down. And it's something that we've really come to expect, honestly. So many athletic players on this team, and there's someone new every night. Another exciting play, and you see it again there.
Yeah, absolutely. Great offense there by Ryan Terrell. Very smart player in addition to just being a good player. He's got now 12 points. Wow, less than 10 away from becoming the all-time leading scorer. How's Leifer doing?
Leifer's not doing too poorly himself. He's 13 points away. He's got 7 right now. He's 13 points away from his 1,500th. But again, those are side topics. YU's main focus has got to be playing well, playing strong, playing hard. And whatever comes along with that, that's a plus. As you're seeing right now, some of the fans which have made their way into the Max Center Athletic Center, which I said prior, is packed.
Absolutely. We weren't sure if there would be fans tonight, but thankfully the Skyline Conference was kind enough to let all the schools make their own decisions, and YU is kind enough to allow fans to attend. So we were very thankful to the administration for allowing us to watch our favorite team, the Maccabees. And the fans probably love being back here, and they probably love what they see tonight. Thus far, a much better scene than what we saw back on December 30th against Illinois Wesleyan.
Yeah, I was here against Illinois Wesleyan. After the first 2 possessions of the game, it got a little awkward here in the center because everyone sort of realized, wow, this team means business. And I don't know how ready for YU was. But they have another big game coming up. They're going to have the tournament, hopefully. So more big games to come. YU just has to keep on improving offensively, defensively, bringing that energy night in and night out. And hopefully we'll see results.
Oh, absolutely. That was certainly a wake-up call, that Illinois Wesleyan game, and I think in these now 3 games that YU has played since coming back from the break, you could see that they took that to heart. They did not just take that loss and say, darn it, our 50-game win streak is over. We're gonna slide in the top rankings. You know, instead we're not going to be ranked number 1 anymore. They've put that aside, and actually, you know, as Coach Steinmetz likes to say, the motto of this team is we're chasing letters, not numbers. And I've spoken to a lot of the players. Olfek Reef particularly says, what do rankings matter if you don't win? It's just a number. At the end of the day, that's all it will be remembered as, a number. Bringing home the conference championship and the national championship, that's what will solidify these players' names in history.
Yeah, it's about a natty. It's all about the natty.
Absolutely, the natty. And back to the court here. It looks like we are getting things cleaned up a lot. You see we have now 2 people working, cleaning it up. We have not only just the standard mop, we have also, looks like, as they call him, X, the trainer for the Max, cleaning it up. Now, it's been a long break here, so I think we will send it to break. We'll be right back when play resumes.
Looking to move to a new Jewish community? With so many places to choose from, where do you start? The OU Community Fair has you covered. Take a virtual road trip to over 60 communities in 22 states spanning the U.S. and Israel. Gather all the information you need in just a few short hours. Join us on February 13th and register at ou.org/fair.
For Kennedy, but take it back by Leifer. Given to Terrell. Terrell! It's Ryan Terrell, 2 more!
And welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. Thankfully, we have cleared up the problems with the court. There should be no more slipping, and the players should be safe. Play will finally resume. It looks like we have everything sorted out. Let's get back to the game.
After a long break, it's interesting to see how these teams come out. See if that energy is still there.
And it is. Edsel trying to get it to Bristow down low, but the more aggressive defense there by the Max. Ball tipped out of bounds and will stay here with the Max. Good defense there by Cody Robinson.
Yeah, right off the bat, though, Max defensively playing well. Moving their feet, active hands helping. Max are so good at helping on defense. And if teams aren't going to hit their shots against them, they're going to continue to do so, and they'll leave you open in the corner for a split second.
Leifer has the high post. Bristow's all over him. Leifer tried to alley-oop it to Armstrong, couldn't get it to go. But the ball goes out of bounds off Merchant Marine. It looks like it'll stay here, and we have some subs. Orrin Batesh is going to take a seat. Ofek Reef checking back in along with Ethan Lasko, who will replace Adi Markovic. Looks like Lasko will inbound it. He's looking. And feeds it to Armstrong. Leifer has it at the high post. Takes it in. Throws it up. And it goes down for Leifer.
That's his 9th. He's 11 away.
What a night this would be if both Terrell and Leifer can reach the milestones. Bristow, Terrell's all over him. Now McDonough, guarded by Armstrong. Looks to take it in. Feeds it back to Wenzel. Wenzel looking. Kicks it out to McDonough. Back for Kaufman. Shot goes up. No good there from Cody Robinson. Leifer secures the board.
See, there was one possession where the Merchant Marines switched into a 2-3 zone. Now they're back in a man. And Leifer's looking to take full advantage of that down low.
Terrell faked it, now looks to take it in. Fadeaway shot, no good. Ofek Reef hits the easy board, now goes back up. Can't get it to go. And Robinson secures the loose ball.
Yeah, Ofek took a little bit too long to go up with that. He should have went right back up with it right away instead of pump faking.
Wenzel, mid-range jumper, gets it to go.
Yeah, it's water right there.
Merchant Marine finally getting a shot to fall. They're going to need to hit more of those if they want to keep this game close. Leifer's going to attempt another three. That one doesn't go, but Terrell secures the board. Max will get a second chance. Terrell has it at the wing. Dribbles out, gives for Lasko.
Moving screen right there. Leifer tried a back screen. He knew he fouled him, though. Points at his chest.
Absolutely. And by the way, we want to wish a happy birthday to Mr. Pizer, class of 48, a huge Max fan. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for being such a big fan. A very happy birthday to many more.
Amen.
Now Bristow puts it up and gets it to go. Give Bruce Bristow 3.
Yeah, and Merchant Marines are going to want to see him heat up a little bit, try to get some points on the board as Terrell shoots a 3.
Can't answer, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by McDonough.
Yeah, Terrell's shooting poorly from 3 so far. He's 1 for 4. Like to see him heat up a little bit. But for Bristow, those are his first points of the game. So someone who we spoke about in the pregame, we'd like to see him show his full offensive prowess here.
He's going to need to step it up with his team down 16 with 5.5 minutes to go till halftime. And Reeve has it down low, lays it up, and gets it to go. And it looks like Coach Steinmetz is going to take a timeout. A lot of energy in this gym. Max looked to be in control, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Did you know that 90% of low back pain and sciatica can be treated without surgery? After a detailed evaluation, our physical therapists use gentle, hands-on techniques to alleviate most forms of low back pain. Our physicians have expertise in medication management, as well as a variety of interventional techniques, including trigger point injections. By utilizing a combination of these options, we can help you today. PM&R, the proud sponsor of Yeshiva University Athletics. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey.
And welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. Max lead it by 18. About 5.5 minutes to go until halftime. Crowd is into it, as you can hear. Mama Terrell getting the crowd on their feet and energized. So Max looks to be in full control. Let's see if Merchant Marine can answer. Josh Kaufman has it at the top, guard by Leifer, looks to take it inside. Kicks back out to Wenzel, fake the shot, now pops, and drains it.
Yeah, it's going to count for 2 points. Nice stop and pop right there by Wenzel.
Lasko fed Matan Zucker. Now Zucker looks to take it inside, lays it up. Can't get it to go, but he got fouled, and he will head to the line.
Yeah,
for
he
2
got
shots.
popped going down right there to the rim. Strong take, not afraid of the contact. 4:46 to go here in the first half. Both teams looking to finish strong here and gain some momentum going into the second half.
Absolutely. And Matan Zucker, a young player in his second season with the Max, seeing a lot more time, and he's become also much more of a dominant force for this team. So we're glad to see the young players like him, and we spoke about in the pregame, or Matesh, becoming more of contributors, as the Max will need to look further to their bench as they want to go on.
Yeah, if they're going to want to make a big run, which they do, as he misses both free throws, they're going to have everyone contribute all the way down the bench. Even when it's time where the bench players usually get in, even the guys lower down on the bench, everyone's going to have to play hard. Everyone's going to have to contribute. That's what's going to make them so tough to beat.
Absolutely. Robinson puts up the jumper, doesn't get it to go, and Leifer snatches that board.
That was a quick release right there. No green beans for anyone who plays 2K.
Special reference there. Matan Zucker has it at the top, gives for Lasko. Lasko passed on the 3, now gives for Terrell. Reeve feeds it to Matan Zucker. Zucker, Lasko, takes it baseline. Too high for Terrell, and Merchant Marine will bring it back the other way. Number 0, Dante Spina, checking in for Merchant Marine. Kaufman tried to feed to McDonough, but intercepted by Ethan Lasko, and he's trying to run the break. Feeds to Terrell. Terrell lays it up and gets it to go. Give Terrell 2 more. He's inching closer.
Unselfish play there by Lasko. Terrell thought about throwing it down, but he decided to finish underhand with the right.
Bristow gets the response. Nice take there inside.
Yeah, finished with the right, off his right foot also.
Leifer has it. Thought about taking it against McDonough. Kicks it back out to Zucker. Swing to Terrell on the wing. Max working around to Lasko. Terrell top of the key. Tried to get a screen from Leifer. Now Reef looks to take it inside. Can't get it to go. Nice defense by Bristow. Looks like Reef nearly slipped. They're going to clean that up very quickly. Merchant Marine brings it back the other way.
Bristow just did it on both ends of the floor, though, finishing on one end, preventing one on the other, as you see him here rise and block Ofek Reef at the rim.
And there was a bit of confusion. It looks like they called max ball, but instead it's going to stay here with Merchant Marine. Little confusion here, but it looks like finally we got everything sorted out. Josh Kaufman will inbound it. Gets it into Spina. Spina looks to go around the screen from McDonough, but he pushed off Ethan Lasko, and the Max bring it back the other way. Charlie, Ethan Lasko is so good at drawing offensive fouls. He did it so many times against Maritime on Sunday, at least 4 by my count, probably more. This man can play defense.
I don't know how hard he got pushed right there. A nice little acting job. Not to say it wasn't an offensive foul, but he went flying half the court. But that's what you got to do. It's part of the game. You got to draw these fouls. You got to make it look harder than it is. Lasko does such a good job. You can see when he plays that he brings stuff that he learned from D1 into this D3 game.
Zucker couldn't get it to fall, and they're going to call a foul on Leifer, and looks like Merchant Marine will take it back the other way.
It's a second now here on the offensive end, Leifer. He's got to be careful. Don't want to get the fouls down here. And he's going to check out now.
Yeah, Jordan Armstrong's going to come in for the last 2.5 minutes, likely. No subs for Merchant Marine. They keep the current 5. Spina gives, and we're going to get a push on Ryan Terrell. It looks like Bristow's going to head to the line.
Not a huge fan of that call. Not a huge fan of that call. Looked a little bit weak, but I'm not a referee. I'm just an announcer.
Don't discount yourself so much, Charlie.
Appreciate that. Needed that. But here we are.
Bristow able to hit the first. He'll get one more.
Yeah, Merchant Marine here is making a little bit of a run as Bristow's been heating up on both ends of the floor. And you could see that he's the leader. When he plays aggressive, when he plays strong, the team follows. Like we said at the outset of the game, he doesn't lead so much verbally, he leads with his actions. And he plays hard every possession.
And that's good because actions speak louder than words. Terrell has down low, faked it now, puts it up and gets it to go. Unbelievable move by Ryan Terrell. He's now got 14, just 7 away.
Oh, good help defense there. Gets called for the foul, though. It's actually 16 for Terrell.
Oh, excuse me, 16. I'm sorry. Wow, just 5 points.
So he's getting closer, yeah.
Inching closer, and get ready to feel the energy when he does it, because I do not believe this roof will be able to hold the momentum, and just the fans are going to erupt, and this roof will not stand. There will not be a roof in this country that will stand when Terrell breaks the record.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty exciting. Hopefully the roof stays intact, though, because that would put a quick end to the game if it did not, as he misses the second free throw there. But yeah, I think it speaks to Terrell's skill and just his overall scoring ability. He's about to be the highest scorer of all time in Max history. And it's really an honor to be here to watch it right now and to watch him play in general. He plays with class. He plays, though, with emotion, with tenacity.
And give him 2 more. He banks that one in. He's now got 18. 1-3 away from the record.
And on cue, he's just a pure scorer. He's so dominant.
Bristow takes it inside. Nice defense from Armstrong. And the Macs come back the other way. Here comes Ethan Lasko. Lasko tried to find it to Tarif. And the ball will go back the other way. Merchant Marine will take it. 1 minute to go until halftime. Robinson puts up the 3, and he nails that. Cody Robinson from deep. And by the way, fans, we have a very special, loaded halftime show for you coming up, as we have an interview with Yossi Gev, the all-time leading point scorer in YU history, entering tonight. We'll see if that holds. And then we will break down the first half and look at first half stats. So don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss this halftime show. Nice feed from Terrell to Matan Zucker, who gets the easy bucket. Unselfish play there.
Yeah, baited him with the pump fake. Everyone thinks he's going for the record.
Shows you that even with so much at stake, he understands how to make the right plays, even in the heat of the moment, as the great defense there. And he feeds Zucker. Zucker is going to lay it in. I think the fans wanted him to give it back to Terrell, but that'll end the first half. What a way to end the first half. What a run by the Macs. They lead by 18. As I said, we have a very special halftime show coming up, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Baruchim Habayim. Welcome to Yeshiva University, where our core Torah values shape everything we do and guide us toward a better tomorrow. In the classroom and the lab, in the Beit Midrash, on the court, on Shabbat, and all around the city, New York City. Grow at your own pace with smaller class sizes, research opportunities on and off campus, over 150 clubs, 15 D3 NCAA teams, and top-tier internships at companies like Bloomberg, Google, and Facebook. Our Bayit is your Bayit. When it's time to play, and when it's time to pray. When you have a craving, when you need a break, when you celebrate, and when you shine. Come on in and meet your chavruta, your teammates, your professors, this guy. Connect with people from down the street and from down under. With over 80% of students receiving financial aid, Yeshiva University distributes more than $45 million annually to ensure that a YU education is affordable for all. Make YU your home base and you've got all the bases covered. From first base to playing base. From this kind of base to the base medrash.
Come on, that's a stretch.
You can get where you're going faster with our Pathways programs, dual degrees, and partnerships. And when you're ready for the workforce, we've got you covered with a network of over 70,000 alumni. An astounding 94% of students are employed in grad school or both within 6 months of graduation. We are student-driven, outcome-driven, value-driven, deeply rooted, and forward-focused. Oh, and we also have all this. What are you waiting for? Experience YU and step into your future.
Hello, everyone. I'm Akiva Poppers, joined by Max legend Yossi Gev, the all-time points leading scorer in Yeshiva University Maccabees history, coming into tonight with Ryan Terrell right on his heels. Yossi, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
So I think just to start, I would love to hear your thoughts on the Mac's current success. Obviously, when you were on the team was good, but not recognized on a national level, not top 10 in the country. So would you be able to speak to the Mac's current success and what that means to you?
Absolutely. This is what they're going through now is just amazing. I'm following them. I think the coaching staff and Elliot as the head coach, Elliot played with me, a great guy. I think they're doing a great job. The way they play is just amazing. I love the way they play. The game is smooth. They run, they shoot. Everything is open. It's very nice. The streak they had is amazing. 50 wins. This is on a national level is amazing. And I really hope that they're gonna this year. Even though we were still with the COVID, that they're not going to stop and they're going to go all the way and win the state championship. I think they have a good chance. They're bringing a lot of pride to YU and to Jewish basketball in general. I think they provide all the Jewish kids something to look up to. They're all great role models. I think they're all besides being great basketball players, they're all good guys from what I hear. And I wish them all the best.
What are your thoughts on what the Macs mean to the Jewish people as a whole? Obviously, Macs fans who follow the team know that YU has by far the highest viewership in Division III, not even close. So obviously the team has caught on to the Jewish community. What do you think it means to the Jewish people to have a team on a national stage like this?
There is always this thought that Jews can only shoot, maybe shoot, not jump. But this time we see this team. They're very athletic. They're playing fast. They're dunking. They're doing like a regular basketball team, not the type of a Jewish team that can only be smart and that's it. I think it's this combination now of playing smart and the athleticism they bring to the court makes them a great team above all the rest. And I think it would mean a lot for the Jewish schools in America that's going to bring a lot of kids to play basketball. That can be great for the whole Jewish community in the U.S.
And then getting to Ryan Terrell, who's obviously one of the storylines of this game. What are your thoughts on him as a player? And then with your record on the line, are there any feelings, positive, negative, which you've experienced?
Okay. I've been to a game. I'm coaching basketball now, so I brought my team, my 10th grade team, to a tournament in the U.S. about 3 years ago. And I went into the gym, and once I saw this team warming up, and especially Ryan. Back then, I think I had this thought already that he's going to break my record, and it was pretty obvious. And then at the end of the game, I think it was that Elliot was introducing us to each other. He came over and he was very polite, and he said, "You know what? I'm going to break your record," and he did. And I'm very proud that an NBA prospect is going to break my record. So I'm very proud of him. I'm proud of myself that I was able to hold the record for 20 years. He's a great ball player. I enjoy watching him. I think he can make it to the NBA. He has a really good chance. I know what it means to come in and night out. In their case, I understand it's also mornings. So to work hard like that, to go to school in the morning and then come out and play at night, it's a big effort. It's not easy, as people think. Sometimes, crowd comes in just to watch the game. They don't think what really stands behind it. But it's not easy to study all day and then come and practice every day and then come to the games and play every 2-3 days. It's very, very difficult. And that's why I think he should be very proud of himself, of getting to this point that he's going to be the YU leader. He deserves that. He worked hard, and I think he has a bright future in front of him.
And then lastly, you played in 2002, 20 years ago, but the game has changed a little bit since then. Where do you think you would fit in today if you were playing on the Max, let's say, if you were 20 years old?
Well, that's maybe a question for Coach Steinmetz. I think I would fit in. Back then, when I was young, I was still, I was a little more physical than most players today. I think I would fit in. I don't know if I would be the best player, but I think I could fit in, definitely.
Thank you very much, Yossi, for joining us.
Thank you, and
pleasure.
I hope I want to congratulate not only Ryan but the whole team for their success, and Coach Steinmetz. And I hope they're going to go all the way and win the championship and bring a lot of pride to us, to everybody.
Coming up next, Daniel and Charlie will be back from the Max Athletic Center for a halftime analysis, and we'll bring you the second half. Back after this.
When I was in 9th grade, someone told me to give up on ball. He told me, basketball will only take you so far in life. You're not going to make it to the NBA, he said. What he was missing is that making it to the NBA isn't the only reason why we play. The game of basketball leaves you with so much more than just the game itself. The life lessons and friendships that are made while playing the game will outlive the game and can last a lifetime.
And welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. You're getting ready to start halftime, but first enjoy halftime stats. They are brought to you by Leket Israel. Leket Israel, rescuing nutritious surplus food for Israelis in need. Max is shooting the ball well, shooting at 17 of 29 from the field. Charlie, how's Merchant Marine doing?
Yeah, Merchant Marine Mariners, right now they're shooting 8 of 24 from the field. From three-point land, the Max are shooting 3 of 9, while the Merchant Marines are shooting 3 of 15. The rebounding is also swung in the Max way. They're out-rebounding the Mariners 20-9, and they're out-assisting the Mariners 12-4.
All right, so far it looks like the Max are in control in every aspect. Definitely following through on the 3 keys to the game that we spoke about. They've got it done defensively, they've been rocking it on the offensive edge, and they have not been letting Merchant Marine take over from 3.
Yeah, A lot of good help today by the Macs. They've always been pretty good in moving their feet defensively, but the help's been exquisite. The Mariners are also not shooting particularly well from three. They're getting some solid looks. Illinois Wesleyan, when the Macs play them, hit all their open looks. They're not playing clearly as good of an opponent right now, so it makes their defense seem a little bit better, but overall they've been playing pretty stellar.
Yeah, and on the three, just quickly, Merchant Marine is just 3 of 15. For reference, coming into halftime, Illinois Wesleyan was 9 of 14, so you could see the difference. That's a lot of points left off the board, especially when you're taking 15 threes in just one half.
Yeah, Illinois Wesleyan was a very, very good team, and they shot the ball extremely well. All 5 players on that team could shoot. The Mariners, good team as well, not as technically skilled. So the Macs are doing a good job helping down low, closing out on shots. I'd like to see them stop jumping on some of the pump fakes, but in general, they're playing pretty good basketball.
Yeah, and the Macs also, one thing we should highlight, the Macs are dominating the boards. In total, they have 20 rebounds compared to Merchant Marine's 9, so more than double the rebounds. And boards are very key. People don't realize this. Boards are very key in a game. That leads to second chances, and it leads to ending chances. Merchant Marine's going to have to step up under the basket tonight.
Yeah, for the Mariners, it's not going to be as easy because they're not as big, so they're going to really need to box out. They're an athletic team, the Mariners, so they're going to have to use that to their advantage, but it's going to be tough for them all night. Most importantly, I'd say, is getting back on defense and preventing fast break opportunities by YU.
Absolutely, that will be very key for the Mariners going into the second half. Listen, they're still down 18, but this game is far from over with an entire half left to play. Now, just quickly, let's highlight. So, the 2 players that are on watch tonight, Ryan Terrell and Gabe Leifer. Ryan Terrell currently has 18 points, 3 away from becoming the all-time leading scorer. He is at the finish line. He is there. All it takes is 3 points. This gym is going to explode when it happens. And for Gabe Leifer, he's got 9, just 11 away. He's got 1 half left to do it. Let's see what happens.
Yep, I'm excited to see what happens here in the second half going forward.
Absolutely. And by the way, people, the YU Seforim Sale is back. Starting this Sunday, February 6th. Get all your favorite Seforim at the largest Seforim sale in North America. Check out the website, theseforimsale.com. It's linked in the description below. And check out all the events and speakers featured throughout the sale. Online ordering and gift card options are available as well on the website. Looking forward to seeing you there. And we're looking forward to seeing you at the second half. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. We hope you enjoyed that very special halftime show. It was packed, and we had a lot to do there. We heard from Yossi Gev, the current all-time leading scorer in YU history, but just barely now. He only has a 3-point lead, and Ryan Terrell is catching up and fast.
Yeah, records are meant to be broken, and we have one tonight which has been held for so long. And it's almost tough to describe the feeling in the room because there's like a nervous, anxious excitement right now. People are just waiting for Ryan Terrell to hit that triple, which I think it's going to be a triple. I don't want to jinx it. But how fitting would it be for Ryan Terrell to hit a 3? He's such a good 3-point shooter. He said in a video this week for overtime that came out, got thousands of views, that people who hit 3s make money, right? People who play offense, they score, they do well in life. And he sure as heck knows how to do that.
Absolutely. It would be special, Charlie, and I hope you're right. That being said, as long as he gets the 3, I will be satisfied, and I think he'll be satisfied, because just getting the record is something in itself.
I would just pull it from right here if I was him. Okay.
Let's see what happens. We have started the second half. Let's do it. Halpert has at the top. Gives for Armstrong at the wing. Armstrong feeds it for Leifer. Swing to Halpert. Halpert pops the 3. Doesn't go, and Bristow secures that board.
Game not out of reach yet right now for the Mariners. They're going to have to hit their shots as a 3 right there goes.
Cody Robinson draining it from downtown.
Yeah, it's a second of the game right there. He's got a nice stroke. Quick release, as we said before. Oh, Armstrong's got position inside. Nice feed.
Easy two. Great find by Eitan Halpert.
Yeah, nice seal there by Armstrong. Gives himself a lane. Halpert feeds him over the top. Easy right-handed finish.
Eds takes in, kicks it back out. Now Bristow stops and pops and hits it off the glass.
Bristow passing up. Quick transition play right there as Ofek will go to the line. But Bristow had an open three there for a second. Pump faked and decided to take it inside and finished off glass nicely. As you're watching right now, that pass by Halpert inside to Armstrong, who finished strong.
Absolutely. And by the way, if you want to receive Max news and updates, then you should join our WhatsApp group. The link to join is in the description of this YouTube video. Join and get great updates. Reef now at the line for his second, and that one doesn't fall. Halpert getting it called for the reach. He doesn't like that, but
I know we've talked about this a solid amount this whole entire season, but free throws have really been an issue for this Max team. They put up so many points, they score so many buckets in game that you would think that when they get to the line, they'd be much more efficient. If they're going to want to make a run, they're going to have to hit their free throws because teams are going to be able to capitalize on points left off the board.
Bristow open for three, doesn't get it, and Halpert secures the board. Halpert tried to feed to Terrell too far. Merchant Marine will bring it back. Robinson pops another one. Can't get it to go that time. Good boxing out by Leifer to secure the board. There comes Ryan Terrell. Will this be the possession?
That three was shot from deep. They were feeding the hot hand here.
Terrell faked it now. Try to kick it back to Halpert, but it goes off Cody Robinson.
Terrell had a look there for a second. Decided to pass it off.
Unselfish player, even with history at his fingertips. Still the mark of a great player. Halpert looking, has it down low. Beats for Leifer at the high post. Leifer goes to work. Now puts it up. Can't get it to go. Isaac Vensel brings back the other way from Merchant Marine.
Yeah, that was an impressive rebound there by Kaufman. Boxed out the bigs in Armstrong and Leifer and grabbed that board for the Mariners.
Mcdonough brings it back. Kaufman, a deep three. It got blocked by Gabe Leifer. Robinson has down low. And they're going to call a foul. He's going to head to the line. 4-2.
Yeah, Halpert again does not love the call.
And Alfred is going to take a seat. It looks like a technical foul was called. Or was it? No. Trying to sort this out. The refs are discussing it. Yeah, it looks like it was indeed
that
a technical called on Eitan Halpert. And again, coaches warned him about that. They talked about getting mentally tough. But regardless, fans, we have something new in store for you tonight. We have a trivia question. So let's take a look at tonight's trivia question. So, of course, as we've been mentioning all game, there's a big focus on Ryan Terrell, who's got history in his grasp. Now, he's averaging 28.2 points per game entering this contest. So our question is, who holds the YU record for most points per game in a single season?
Stay tuned later for that answer.
Charlie, let me ask you, do you have any idea who it is?
I'm going to have to think about it for a little bit. Not off the top of my head. But give me a little bit of time. Hopefully I'll figure it out. And you can't say that technical foul wasn't warranted.
It was. Halpert was talking too much. And listen, Coach Steinmetz said it many times, they have to get mentally tougher. It's not going to get easier from here. Leifer feeds it to Armstrong down low. Armstrong fadeaway shot, doesn't get it to go, but he will head to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, a little arm bar right there. Armstrong felt the contact, went up with the ball, fading away. It looked like a bad shot, but really it was a smart take because he felt that contact. But it's only a 13-point game here. The Mariners are quietly staying in it. And another free throw missed here by the Max.
Absolutely. And by the way, fans, I have a lot of people who keep asking me for shout-outs when I'm on call. So if you want to get a shout-out in front of the thousands of people who watch us, or if you have an upcoming birthday that you want to celebrate with the entire community, just let us know by emailing us at yumaxlive@gmail.com. We will announce all shout-outs and birthdays during Saturday night's broadcast of the Yeshiva versus Farmingdale State game. Nice take there by Blaine Mcdonough, and he gets it to go.
Little underhand scoop finish, reverse. Armstrong a little bit late there on the closeout.
Merchant Marine starting off the second half very strong. YU going to have to answer soon. Aggressive play there. Leifer can't get it to go. Now puts it up again. Still can't finish. Merchant Marine is turning up the pace here. Bensel feeds McDonough down low. And he got fouled by Jordan Armstrong.
Yeah, YU offensively looking a little bit out of sorts. Bodies flying all over the place. Layups being missed. Time for the Max to settle down. Usually coming out in the second half, they've been playing relatively well.
Absolutely.
But there's actually a flop warning being issued right now. I'm not 100% sure to who.
Leagues everywhere trying to crack down on flopping. So don't think we'll see another one tonight. And McDonough is able to connect on the second. Lead down to 10. Leifer has it. Gives for Armstrong. Has the wing guarded by Robinson. Fed it to Terrell. Terrell, the three. Is this the moment? Yes, it is! There it is! Ryan Terrell on that three-pointer has become the all-time leading scorer in Max history. Do you believe it? Wow, what a moment, what a night! Ryan Terrell has single-handedly made history tonight. And after the announcement by Greg Fox, this crowd is on their feet, and you can hear the chants of MVP. They are so deserved. The electricity in here is off the charts. What a moment in Max history, Charlie.
Yeah, I'm so glad I'm here. Honored to be here for it. Ryan Terrell, a great player, even better person. Well deserved.
You have to admire it. Earlier in the season, he set the all-time record for points scored in a single game against Manhattanville with 51. And just 2 months later, he has now become the all-time leading scorer in Max history. What a time to be a Maccabee. And play resumes here. Bensel has it guarded by Reeve. Looks to take it inside. Now puts up the short floater, and he gets it to fall.
Easy to forget that we're still playing basketball. It's an 11-point game. Max cannot take their foot off the gas here.
Still have to chase the letters, not the numbers. Leifer has at the wing, now looks, gives for Armstrong down low. Feeds it to Lasko. Lasko thought about three, instead fed Reeve. Reeve open down low, and he gets the finish.
Almost looked like Ofek was surprised at how open he was down low there. The Mariners doubled in the corner. Ofek was left wide.
Bensel wild shot, doesn't get it to go. Leifer outlet pass to Reeve. Reeve takes it inside and gets the finish. Beautiful transition offense by the Max. Kaufman has at the top. Richmond already set. Here's Robinson. Been a threat from three lately, so Velasco stepping it up. Now McDonough working against Leifer. Kicks it back for Kaufman. Kaufman guarded by Reeve. Kaufman puts it up. Doesn't get it to go, but he got his own rebound. Good hustle there by Kaufman. And Bristow tried to save it, but right into the hands of Gabe Leifer. And here comes the man of the show, Ryan Terrell.
Nice defense right there by
Feed to Lifer. Lifer gets inside, plays it up, doesn't go. Armstrong puts it up, and he finishes.
Throughout the season, he's gotten so much more impressive at the rim. Armstrong, at the beginning of the year, he wasn't able to finish so well. His touch has gotten much better.
Absolutely, and you saw him there cleaning up the miss from Gabe Lifer. Kaufman for three. It's good. Give it to him, and the foul. Josh Kaufman with a chance for a rare 4-point play.
Yeah, very strong closeout there by Armstrong, a little too strong. And he fouls him on the way down, doesn't let him land. So although he didn't hit him in the hand, you have to let the player, give the player room to land. He does not. Could potentially be a 4-point play. And now Armstrong's going to check out of the game. Zucker, Markovich in the game.
Still close. We still have 14 and a half minutes left. Max lead by 14. Still plenty of time. This game is far from over. Josh Kaufman trying to keep his team in it with an attempt here to complete the 4-point play. And he doesn't. Terrell snatches that board. Lasco calls the play, feeds Lifer at the wing. Got it to Terrell down low.
He's got to take this himself right now.
Terrell goes to work, lays it up. Can't get it to fall, but he will head to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, that's a matchup that the Mac should be taking advantage of. Bristow's a good player, but he's no match for Terrell, especially on that low block where Terrell's so lethal. So every single time they have that opportunity, the Macs have to try to work that ball down low to Terrell.
Absolutely. Now, we asked a question, right? This is a new thing we're doing. So, who holds the YU record for most points per game in a single season? The answer is Stu Polliner. He did it in 1970-71 season. He did it with 28.1. If Terrell can keep his current average going, that record's going to fall too. So, if you got it right, congratulations. And if you didn't, don't worry, you'll have plenty more chances for some fun Max Trivia.
Yeah, I got that one right in my head, Melool.
I'll take your word for it, Charlie.
Thank you.
Kaufman takes it inside, floats it up, doesn't fall. Terrell grabs that rebound, and Ethan Lasco brings it back the other way.
I know we didn't mention it earlier, but Eitan Halpert actually fouled out of the game, and then with that technical was an add-on. So he got into foul trouble early. Coach left him in the game, and now he's not going to be able to return.
Unfortunate. See if the Macs can recover without their captain. Lifer puts up the 3. Doesn't go. The Merchant Marine brings it back the other way. Enzo feeds Booker in the corner. It doesn't go, but Kaufman grabs the offensive board. Wetzel has it. Merchant Marine is set. Wetzel takes it inside. Lefty finish.
Timeout Mariners right there. Finished left off his left. You don't see that too often. And Merchant sticking around.
Absolutely. Merchant Marine staying in the game. And of course, we talked about them being a threat from 3. Cody Robinson has been doing that lately. We'll see if he can, if he'll be in later, and if he can still hit it from 3. And for more on that, he has a fun nickname which we talked about, Cody Bryant. For more on that, we're going to hear from our sign reporter, SJ Tannenbaum. SJ, please take it away.
Thanks, guys. Coach Steinmetz told us before the game just how dangerous this Merchant Marine team is. They have a bunch of experienced seniors who play tough defense, in addition to young, energetic players that complement them, like Cody Robinson, who his teammates have nicknamed Cody Bryant after he hit a game-winning shot versus Manhattanville. We'll be sure to see a lot of Cody Robinson in the Skyline Conference for seasons to come. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you very much, SJ. Good analysis there. And, of course, Cody Robinson. Let's see if he can perhaps get some ice in his veins and lead his team back. They're keeping it close. It's a 14-point game. You have over 13 minutes left in this game. It's far from over, and I don't know who's going to win. Right now, Macs are in control, but this could very easily swing the other way.
And Coach Pryor actually was talking about it before the game when we spoke to him about Robinson, that he's still learning, but he's a very dynamic scorer. And Coach said that he hasn't actually coached someone like him so far in his time at the Mariners. So a big asset, a young player, a player who's going to grow. And, yeah, he'll be a force to reckon with in the coming years.
For sure. And right now, and you see it there, looking at making that play, tapping that ball, and forcing the turnover. Hansel takes it inside, lays it in off the glass, and the foul. Great take by Isaac Wenzel.
Yeah, Wenzel has been controlling the game for the Mariners. He brings the ball up, sets the pace of play, and right there you see his finishing ability. A great finish off glass. And Leifer a little bit late on the help, didn't stay straight up, went for the block, and he got punished for it, as now it will be an and one shot here at the free throw line to make it an 11-point game.
Wenzel unable to hit the free throw. Leifer secures the board. See if the Max can answer offensively. Lead now down to 12. Terrell will pop another three. Doesn't go. Nice defense there by Ethan Lasko to bring it back. Terrell will put it up from short, and he puts it in off the glass.
Yeah, Lasko does that where that's going to be a reach. Unwarranted foul right there. He waits for the shot to go up and for the rebounder to grab the rebound and come down with it, and then he rips at it right when he has the first opportunity to do so. So he's not rising with the taller players, but he's trying to outmuscle them lower down to the ground. It's a strategy that some players in the NBA actually use. When they're going up against bigger guys, they try to wait for them to grab that ball, bring it closer to the ground, and then wrestle it away.
Absolutely, but of course the key thing is don't overdo it. Otherwise you are going to be called for that foul every time. His free throw is missed there, so the Max get lucky. They might want to be careful on the aggressive defense. Sucker has it, looks, gives it for Lasko. Lasko feeds it back to Leifer at the top. Reef. Guarded by Green. Now Reef takes it baseline, goes up. Can't get it to go, but he got fouled. He'll head to the line for two.
Yeah, nice attack there by Reef. Nick's a little late on the help, didn't move his feet well enough. Gave up the baseline. Reef took full advantage, and he'll go to the line for a dose.
Of course, hope we've delivered a lot of great content, and if you want to see more behind-the-scenes pictures and content that you won't find anywhere else, be sure to follow at Max Live on Instagram. Once again, that's at Max Live on the Instagram. Ofek Reef still at the line. Looking at a second. And he got it. Max now up 16. Just over 12 minutes to go. They should be careful, though, because they are in the penalty, so every foul here means shots.
The Max are going to want to shore up here defensively, make a quick run, try to put this game out of reach. Don't want a team like the Marines, a young team, to start believing.
Nice defense there by Ethan Lasko, tapping the ball out of bounds. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. They'll stay with Merchant Marine. Sandix has it guarded by Tonsucker, gives for Jack Booker. Booker fed it to Bristow. Can't connect from three, but good rebound and good putback by Isaiah Nix.
Bristow, best player on that Merchant Marine team, with an open look for three. Can't convert, but Nick's there to clean it up off the glass.
Leifer, good find there to Lasko, and that will be a goaltend, so give Ethan Lasko two.
That was tight. We don't have review here, but that was tight, but we have review. We have slow motion replay. Let's see that here. Ooh, that looks clean to me.
It is extremely close, and again, the refs had to make a judgment call.
No Ruth Bader Ginsburg out here. Not judges, just referees.
That's right. But, of course, since you're on that reference, Charlie, John Roberts likes to say the job of a judge is to be like an umpire. And I guess, listen, the refs are the umpires of basketball. So they just call it as they see it.
Yep.
All right. Enough with the legal talk. Back to basketball.
I'm sorry for bringing that up.
It's fine.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg's been on the forefront of my mind.
Nice defense there by Bristow, the young talent, trying to lead his team back, trying to keep it close. Spivey has it against Reef. The 13's going at it. Now it's Booker. Booker, that's Green in the corner. Kicks it back out Spivey. Now Booker pops a straight on three. Can't get it to go, but Isaiah Nix grabs another offensive board. Gave it for Bristow. He'll go up. Can't finish. And Leifer grabs that rebound before Merchant Marine gets another chance.
That's one that they got to convert. They're making a small run here, but they got to convert on those opportunities. That's a layup.
Zucker has it at the top of the key. Feeds Lasko at the wing. Lasko gets to Terrell. Bristow's all over him. Terrell faked it. Now puts up the jumper. Swish. Right, Terrell makes it look easy.
Yeah, he's smooth. He's very, very, very smooth with it. High arcing shot, nothing but net. We call that wet.
Booker will try again from three. Connects that time. And Terrell fell down, slipping again. Looks like he's okay, but they're going to immediately clean that up, and Terrell's going to wipe his feet on the mat.
I'm curious what they're going to do about that next game. They might have to get a little more strict with when people could come in. They have been in the second half here, as they're not allowing anyone to enter the gym at this point. But it seems like the damage has been done.
Yeah, and you see the staff here working very hard to make sure that this floor stays dry. We do not want the players to slip. We'll see what YU does about it on Saturday night against Farmingdale. But certainly you will see probably some more rugs laid out. You'll probably see that rug that we have there along the baseline. And they'll probably be a little more conservative in how they allow fans to enter.
Yeah, the event staff here works so hard and tirelessly to make sure everything runs smoothly. And they're so good at what they do. We really do appreciate them.
Absolutely. Terrell has it guarded by Bristow at the wing. Now gives for Zucker. Ton Zucker feeds Leifer. Back over to Terrell. Shot clock winding down. Terrell, spin move, feeds, low looking, now puts it up. But he's going to be called for a travel.
Yeah, the crowd doesn't like that. I'm not 100% sure if I agree with it either, but if you take that many pivots, you are liable to be called for a travel.
Terrell does that a lot, but sometimes it's going to result in a travel. Now Spivey looks taking it on Reef. Throws it up.
Ooh.
And all right, looks like he's okay, but he nearly slipped hard there. Thankfully, he's all right, and he'll head to the line for two. And we see that those maintenance staff immediately rush and get that clean. They are really putting on a strong effort tonight to make sure that the floor stays safe.
Yeah, and DeMarcus Spivey right there with a nice, strong take with the right. I have to say, I'm impressed with these Mariners players. They are not shying away from this number 6 ranked YU Max team. And YU went up early, and it would have been easy for them to sort of hang their heads and let this game play out and get killed almost. But they've been fighting, and they're young and they're tenacious. And you can see it from the way they play, and they're well coached, and they play with a lot of heart.
Absolutely. There's a reason it's only a 14-point game when YU is known to be dominant in the second half. That fighting spirit isn't going out just yet. Terrell, baseline jumper, puts it in. Ryan Terrell.
Had Leifer up top there for an open three, but decided to do it himself. Nice play.
Bristow takes it in against Terrell. Heads it over to Nix, can't get it to go. Put back, won't go. Terrell doesn't let him have another chance. Lasko has it at the wing. Gives for Reef. Swing to Lasko. Lasko brings it back out to Reef. Down low to Zucker. Taking it on the baseline against Booker. Working down low. Takes it. Now goes up with the left hand and gets the finish. Unbelievable post play from Atan Zucker.
Yeah, Zucker loves the left. He really likes finishing with his left hand. And he's good at it also. Nice block there by Terrell.
And a nice swat there by Gabe Leifer. The ball's still loose, but Green is able to control it. Gets it back for Bristow. It's the Spivey down low. Back out. Booker. Jumper. Doesn't go. and Leifer secures the board.
Oh, he's got Zucker.
Feeds it to him, but he got fouled, so no shot.
Ooh, Leifer looks a little hurt his shoulder. He's going to take a seat.
Hope he is all right, because we have a lot of subs going on.
We got a timeout here.
Absolutely now. All right, the Macs are still up 18 with just under 8 minutes left in this second half. And they're fighting hard. Now, normally when they'd be up by a lot of points, you've seen that Coach Steinmetz doesn't like to really take his foot off the pedal. Not until the last seconds does he put in some of the bench players. He really tries to build that lead and not relent at all. And for more on that, we're going to take it to our sideline reporter, SJ Tannenbaum. SJ, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Like most games YU has played this season, the Macs have a big lead heading down the stretch. For a lot of teams, that means a chance to rest the starters and get the bench players a chance to get some minutes. Not for this team. Coach Steinmetz has a pedal to the metal philosophy and says in his own words, having a big lead is not a chance to sit on the ball. Keeping the starters in for as long as possible gives them the best chance to mesh together as a team, and this team's got big goals. Their goals are march or bust, and we are here for the ride. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you very much, SJ. Indeed. Coach Steinmetz doesn't take his chances, not on any game, big or small. And as SJ said, this team is looking to take it all the way to the March tournament. And of course, you can't play sloppy and you can't take any chances. You can't give an inch. So you have to love this pedal to the metal philosophy that Coach Steinmetz brings to the floor.
Yeah, we actually spoke to Coach Steinmetz before the game. And we spoke about the players' mentality, and we were wondering if they have right now what it takes mentally to make a run. And Coach Steinmetz says, yeah, but not yet. They don't have it yet. And that's something that's going to be built throughout time, game by game. And it starts by keeping the starters in the game and having them play full basketball games where they play hard throughout, no matter what the score is. And you know what? Sometimes it's nice to take it easy on your opponent, but sometimes it's not. And if you're going to want to make a run, you're going to have to push out. You're going to have to push the envelope.
I'll take it away. Merchant Marine brings it back. Spivey has it at the top. Now gives for McDonough. Back for Spivey. Passed on the three. Tried to feed it to McDonough, but good poke there from Ethan Lasko. McDonough's guarded by Armstrong. He's going to look to go. Kicks to the corner. The shot is up. No good there from Kaufman, but he got his own rebound. Now Spivey tries the three. Can't hit. And Ofek Reef grabs that loose ball.
Good close out there by the Macs. Oh, nice seal again.
Jordan Armstrong has the easy two. Great find by Ethan Lasko.
He's done a good job of that tonight, sealing down low, giving himself an open look there for the layup.
Dunna has it. Now gives for Robinson. Goes to Spivey, back for Robinson. Thompson looks to drive it in. Floats up. Good rejection there by Jordan Armstrong. And now Bristow takes it baseline. Try to feed it to Kaufman. And now it goes back out to Spivey. He puts up the short fadeaway. It doesn't fall. And Zucker grabs the ball.
Yeah, no, solid there by the Mariners. Good movement on offense. Couldn't finish. But good movement, a lot of energy. Moving the ball well. YU just sticking with it. And now you got here Terrell in this mismatch in the post. Ooh.
What a move! Oh, he couldn't get the finish.
Yeah, everything but the finish right there.
And McDonough brings it back the other way, lays it up. Does not get it to go, but he got fouled. He'll go to the line.
I love the attacking mindset by both teams on these fast breaks. Take it in, take it hard, draw the contact, try to finish and draw a foul.
Merchant Marine is so far 10 of 17 from the line tonight. See if McDonough can add to that, as he does hit the first. And I mentioned before, Gabe Leifer looked like he hurt his shoulder. He's checking back in, so it seems that everything is all right. Glad to have him in. He's still got 6 minutes, to score a few more points to get that 1,500 mark. Just needs 11 more. As McDonough nails the second.
We got a timeout here. We'll discuss more about Leifer coming up after this break.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, YU class of 1996, founder and chairman of Leket Israel. The skies are reopening, so come and volunteer with us in Israel as soon as you make it here. Please also consider supporting us as you think about your charity. And of course, go Max!
Looking to move to a new Jewish community? With so many places to choose from, where do you start? The OU Community Fair has you covered. Take a virtual road trip to over 60 communities in 22 states spanning the U.S. and Israel. Gather all the information you need in just a few short hours. Join us on February 13th and register at ou.org/fair.
And welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. Just over 6 minutes to go here in the second half. The Max lead it by 18. It's a tough game so far, but Merchant Marine will not go down without a fight.
Yeah, Mariners are young and hungry, and they're playing like it. The Max are going to have to close this one out. Again, it's going to, when you're making a run towards the national championship, every single minute, every single game, there's things to improve on, and they all matter. So even though this game might seem a little out of reach for the Mariners and YU sitting comfortably, there's still much to work on.
Absolutely. Let's see if the Max can close it out here. Leifer goes to work down low, kicks it out. Now Reef pops it. Can't hit. And Vetzel comes away with the rebound and leads the charge. Robinson for three. Yeah! Cody Robinson drains another three.
Yeah, that was true out of the hand right there. We had a great angle of that. Straight on three in rhythm. Robinson makes no mistake.
Robinson, an absolute beast from three tonight. We've tried to find a cutting Ethan Lasko, but it's taken away. Joff Kaufman leads the break. Robinson thought about taking another one, but passed on it. Now he'll pop it, and can't hit that time. Ball goes out of bounds, but it will stay with Merchant Marine.
Yeah, Cody Robinson leading the way with 12 points for the Mariners right now, tied with Benzel. That was what we like to call a heat check.
Robinson shooting 50% from three tonight. See if he can keep that going. His ball's taken away, and Ethan Lasko brings it back. Lasko gave it to Leifer. Down low to Armstrong.
That's a mismatch.
Back for Lasko. Lasko faked it. Now he'll try the three. He's got it! Ethan Lasko from downtown.
A little step back right there from Ethan.
McDonough will try the answer. Doesn't go. But the putback is there from Cody Robinson.
Uh-oh.
Gabe Leifer takes a seat. Looks like he got hurt. Hope he's okay.
We're going to watch this replay right here, what happened. Leifer seems to be okay.
Yeah,
good follow there by Robinson, though.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, that young guy is a thing of beauty to watch. You got to love to see him flying in for the putback against guys bigger than him, but he doesn't care. He wants those 2 points. And, of course, glad to see that Gabe Leifer is okay. Still just over 4.5 minutes to go, and looks like we will see some subs now. So, looks like Ofek Reef took a seat, and Orm Batesh is going to check in.
Yeah, we spoke about him at the outset of the game. Hasn't done much tonight, hasn't got so much time. See if he could do anything here with 4.5 to go.
And it looks like Merchant Marine now in a press, taking a play from the Maccabees playbook. Leifer has it at the wing. Now looks to pass it up. And ball ends up with Terrell. Terrell takes it in. Now fake. Now puts it in. Can't get it to go off the high glass. And McDonough secures the rebound. Benzel looks to push. Gives it back. McDonough faked on the three. Now takes it inside. Lays it up. But sick defense there by Jordan Armstrong getting the rejection.
Yeah, Armstrong's played a really nice game of basketball tonight on both ends of the floor. He's been a presence down low. Good job stealing on offense, good help on defense. Has a couple of blocks. Some nice layups. And Batesh is open right here.
Batesh fakes the three, now pass it back out to Leifer. 7 on the shot clock. Terrell will pop it. can't hit it, and Bristow secures the loose board.
Like to see Batesh shoot that 3 next time. That's why he's in the game.
Nice, unbelievable move from Isaac Wenzel. Floats it in over the much taller Jordan Armstrong.
Yeah, that almost hit the ceiling right there.
And Bristow's going to be called for a reach. I think that means Terrell will go to the line. Merchant Marine in the penalty. And of course, Terrell's going to go to the line. And fans, you know we like to do a post-game interview with a player. If you haven't guessed it, we're going to do it with Ryan Terrell. So stay tuned because you don't want to miss it. This one is going to be special. Tune in for that post-game show.
Little pause in the action right now. Everything seems to be sorted out, though.
And Terrell's back at the line.
He's so good at using that pivot foot to get himself open. He misses another free throw, though. I sound a bit like a broken record when talking about the free throws. But it's something that YU must improve on.
Miscommunication from Robinson and Wenzel there. This ball goes out. It looks like Ovek Reef is going to check back in. And it seems that Ethan Lasko will take a seat.
Lasko played very nicely tonight. You won't see him so much on the stat sheet, but he brings an intensity that is not quantifiable. I would like to see him get a little more involved shooting the ball offensively. He's a good shot. Hit a 3 tonight late in the game, but still brings that energy, brings that emotion, brings that passion to this YU team.
He has it, try to feed it to Leifer. He got fouled by McDonough. Leifer is going to go to the line. Leifer's able to connect on the first. That gives him 10. So 10 more. He's halfway there to reaching the 1,500 mark tonight. And by the way, if you're watching us on the YouTube stream and you're not subscribed to Max Live on YouTube, you should, because if you want to see all the great Max content we put out, you need to be subscribed. So be sure to also turn on notifications so that you never miss out on a new video. Subscribe. Three-pointer there does not go down for Kaufman, but Robinson grabs the offensive board. No good there, but a foul's going to be called on Leifer.
Swiped down with his hand, didn't need to. Ball was put out in front of him. It was enticing. See it right here. Look how that ball is put out in front of him. I don't know if you get that whole thing on your screen, but he swipes down, gets the arm. It's 2 shots.
And Kaufman connects on the first.
It's Kaufman's 10th on the game. Played well tonight for the Mariners. Put up 60 points against this YU team who's been playing good defense, and there's still 2.5 to go. Definitely an impressive showing by this young Mariners team.
Kaufman able to hit both, and Merchant Marine immediately gets into that press. Ethan Lasko checks back in. Terrell has it guarded by Bristow. And the ball doesn't go. It was a nice take, but he couldn't get the finish.
It's 3 straight open looks that Terrell's missed. Don't see that too often.
Tipped out by Wenzel. McDonough takes it inside, floats it up, and gets it to go.
An 11-point game, little Euro step there. That's a foul.
And Ethan Lasko is going to go to the line.
Now this YU team hadn't lost for 2 years before that loss to Illinois. And seeing how they've come back over these last 3 games and played very solid basketball speaks to the character of this team. And they're going to have to continue to do so because, you know what? A win streak is just that. It's a streak. And what you're ultimately playing for is something so much more. And as long as these Max players keep that in mind and keep that mentality, they'll continue to get better and hopefully ultimately reach that goal.
And it looks like we have a timeout called Don't go anywhere, fans. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. Historic night. Ryan Terrell becoming the all-time leading scorer in Max history, surpassing Yossi Gev. Just under 2 minutes to go. Max lead it by 13, 76-63. Now, Charlie, keep an eye on how many points the Max have, because the Max have played this Merchant Marine team 8 times, and in each of those games, they've been held to under 80 points. Let's see if maybe they can break that barrier tonight.
4 points away with around 2 minutes to go. Of course, Coach Steinmetz, true to form, keeping his starters out there.
Absolutely. Looks like we will have play resume here. So Cody Robinson's going to inbound it. Under 2 minutes to go to the end. See if the Max can close it out. Robinson immediately guarded by Reef. Robinson now pops that three. Does not go. Ball still loose. And it's controlled by Kaufman. Gives it back for Wenzel. He faked the three. Now he takes it inside, and he gets the finish. Strong take by Isaac Wenzel.
Yeah. Nice finish inside, though. They do need some threes, or at least stops.
You see them pressing there, but the Max able to break it. As Ethan Lasko still has it. He kicks back out to Leifer. Now back to Lasko. Leifer double team, dribbles it out. Gets back for Lasko. Shot clock winding down here. Lasko takes it in, floats it up. Can't get it to fall, but Jordan Armstrong's there for the rebound, and he puts it back in. He's done that time and again tonight.
Yep, just cleaning up the rebounds. Oh, there's a foul there. 2 shots. It's going to go on Leifer. Doesn't look so thrilled about the call. Played a nice game of basketball, though. Still waiting to hit that 1,500 mark. Saturday night is his next opportunity to do so.
Absolutely. At this rate, doesn't look like he will get it, but he will have another chance. And listen, guess he doesn't want to steal the spotlight from Ryan Terrell.
As a good teammate, Gabe Leifer chose, is what you're telling me, to not put in the 1,500 tonight, or no?
I'd like to give him that benefit of the doubt,
Yeah.
yes.
I like the way you think, Melool.
Oh, I'm glad. Someone does. Wenzel at the line. See if he can hit the second. Yes, he can.
Timeout by the Mariners. Game all but over. Just waiting for the time to run out. Seeing if Yeshiva could break that 80 mark against this Mariner team. We'll be back after this.
Welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. Under a minute to go in the game. Max lead it by 12, 78-66. And by the way, we'd like to give a big thanks to everyone who made this game possible. We'd like to thank executive producer Akiva Poppers, director Ezra Jacobs, technical director Andrew Jacobson, associate producer Ari Schopf, segment producer David Price, and our cameramen Shmuel Gopin, Derek Fuller, Moishe Rechester, and Yisroel Tannenbaum. We'd also like to give a huge thank you to our engineer, Justin Safier, the man with whom all of this would not be possible. He designed the project, which allowed us to fulfill our vision of becoming a top-rate broadcast. Thank you to everyone who put in the effort tonight. Lasko at the line for 2. Let's see if he can get the max over the 80 mark. Hits the first.
Here we go, 1 point here. Everyone in the center holding their breath.
And Lasko nails it. The max have cracked 80.
There it is. Ooh.
Benzel slipped, but he's okay. Good job keeping the ball. Dribbled off his foot, and one hustle by Ethan Lasko. Flips it up. And here's Terrell, and he lays it in for 2 more. Great hustle by Ethan Lasko. McDonough tries to answer. Doesn't fall, but he got fouled by Jordan Armstrong.
Both teams playing to the last whistle. 2 well-coached teams, a lot of character. Both teams played a nice game of basketball tonight. Sportsmanship on both ends, hard fought, exciting game. Game got close at times.
Indeed, but it was a good game, and you got to give this Merchant Marine team a lot of credit. They fought hard. And look, Charlie, they are the next best team in Skyline Conference after the Max. This was a preview of what very likely will be the Skyline Conference Championship.
Yeah, and there's still ways to go until then. But all things considered, a well-played game by the Max. They're just going to dribble out the clock right now. Melool, it's been a pleasure calling this game with you. Again, Terrell, the highlight of tonight, catching up and surpassing and now being the all-time leading scorer for the Yeshiva University Maccabees.
And the fans are on their feet here in the Max Stern Athletic Center. What a way to come back and win on the home court, and what a game. And that'll do it. Yeshiva takes it 82-66. You have witnessed history as Ryan Terrell tonight became the all-time leading scorer in Max history. And as I said, he will be our post-game interview, so do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
My story started with a letter in the mail. I took my first steps in New York and felt the energy all around me.
I connected with my Rebbe on the first day of Shir.
My story was learning that the mitochondria is more than just the powerhouse of the cell.
I made my painting from scratch, like really from scratch.
My roommates came here from 4 different countries. We lit one menorah together.
My story was practice every night.
Chavruta every night.
Subway rides, city lights.
In my story, my name was in the headlines.
The bylines. The University Museum.
My story was my internship at the Supreme Court.
Dancing with the Israeli flag in Times Square.
My story was participating in the only hackathon, not on Shabbat.
The Career Center found me my first job at a top business analytics firm.
My story was becoming best friends with my chavruta.
And holding that NCAA trophy.
My story started here.
My story is just beginning.
At the PMR Center, we strive to find the right physical therapy and hand therapy program for you. PM&R, the proud sponsor of Yeshiva University Athletics. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, founder and chairman of Leket Israel, YC class of 96. It's citrus season in Israel. We need to rescue millions of pounds of these citrus fruit to feed the needy just over the next few months. So please give us a hand. Help the winning team, Leket Israel, and the other winning team. Go Mac!
Pretending to take it back by Langford. Give it to Terrell. Terrell! Dips right, Terrell, 2 more!
And welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. What a game it was. The Max cracked 80 for the first time against the Merchant Marine. But more importantly, Ryan Terrell smashing the all-time scoring record, and he now sits alone at the top, surpassing Yossi Gev. He scored 31 tonight in an amazing performance. And of course, as I told you, and I will keep my promise because I'm true to my word, SJ Tannenbaum is standing by with Ryan for the post-game show. SJ, take it away.
Thanks, guys. I'm standing here with a young man going into tonight.
Hold on. First of all, this is for Rabbi Samet right here. This is for Rabbi Samet. You guys see his beautiful face for the camera. All right, he's got such a pretty smile. We got to get that going.
I appreciate that. I'm standing here with a young man who going into tonight was named Ryan Terrell, but now he is known as the all-time leading scorer in Yeshiva University men's basketball history. Give it up for him on the side. Ryan, I'm sure you're aware of this record, obviously. What does it mean to you to take over the number one spot from Yossi Gev, another legendary player, and have sole possession of the number one spot on the all-time Yeshiva University men's basketball scoring list?
I just got to thank all my teammates. You know, guys that I played with for the years. Simcha Halpert really took a step back and embraced me as a freshman. Donnie Katz, Gabe Leifer, all these guys, you know, helped me succeed and helped me get to where I got to. But at the end of the day, we're not chasing numbers. We're chasing letters. Trying to win the national championship, trying to get every W we can. So that's the name of the game.
Gotta love that. Even when you become the all-time leading scorer, it's still all about the team. That's why the fans love you. That's why we love you. One more question, then feel free to celebrate and sign 1,000 autographs. Tonight was obviously the first home game since, unfortunately, the 50-game streak was lost. Did you feel a greater sense of dedication to win tonight and put on the performance that you did because of the end of that historic streak?
No, absolutely. You know, we felt like we let the fans down and the community down. You know, so we really want to earn their love back, and we want to. They haven't stopped, but we want to give it to them. We want to win a national championship for them, and we need to keep building and keep getting better and work hard every time we're on the floor.
Congratulations, Ryan. Congrats on the win. We look forward.
Hold on. Bobby, Zadie, Coach Kaplan, Janet, everybody watching at home, we love you. Thank you so much. Love you guys, and thank you. Leo.
Go sign some autographs here at the Max Stern Athletic Center with the new number one Yeshiva University men's basketball scoring leader. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you so much, SJ. What a great game it was for the Maccabees and, of course, for Ryan Terrell. Ryan, a big congratulations to you on creating history tonight. And, of course, a big congratulations to the whole Terrell family. That includes Laurel and Brad right there. Love them, and we're so happy for the success that you've accumulated. We're so happy for the success that the Macs have accumulated. Bouncing back after a tough loss from Illinois Wesleyan, the showing that they have not lost their game and they could still be the best team in the country. What a game. You have witnessed history, folks. You could not have picked a better game to watch. So with that, I thank you. Charlie, it was great to be alongside you.
Pleasure was all mine.
And I'd like to once again thank all the staff who made tonight's game possible. Signing off from Max Live, I'm Daniel Melool. Have a great night.